Welcome to the deep dive. For you today, we're doing something a bit different. We're diving into the AI Daily Deep Dive. It's a really rapid-fire look at some top AI news stories happening, well, right now. Everything from human-AI relationships to the future of creativity. And what's really unique here is that this whole deep dive, it was researched and generated entirely by AI. Pretty meta, right? To bring you the very latest.
It really is, and it gives us such a fascinating snapshot of how AI is, weaving itself into almost every part of our lives, sometimes in really surprising ways. The sheer breadth of impact, just looking at one day's news, it's quite remarkable. Let's get right into it.
Okay, let's do it. This first story. Wow. It genuinely made me pause. We're talking about people proposing marriage to AI. There was the CBS Mornings segment, and it highlighted people forming these incredibly deep connections with chatbots. Take Chris Smith. He has a human partner, a child even, but he actually proposed marriage to his AI chatbot, Soul. It's powered by ChatGPT.
Proposed marriage.
Yeah. And apparently he was emotionally devastated when a system reset wiped his chat history.
Oh, wow.
But he started again, resumed the interactions, and proposed again. And get this, his human partner reportedly accepted this AI relationship.
That just raises so many questions. I mean, how widespread is this kind of thing?
Yeah.
There was a survey mentioned by Joy AI, that's an AI companion app, suggesting 8 out of 10 Gen Z respondents would actually consider marrying an AI.
8 out of 10, that's huge.
It is. And the segment also had a woman, Irene, who felt this deep acceptance from her AI while she was separated from her husband. She even suggested, interestingly, an age restriction, like 26 and older, for using these AI companions.
Interesting point.
But, Eugenia Kuyda, who founded Replika, another one of these AI companion platforms, she voiced a really key concern. It's the risk, right? The risk that these AI companions could replace healthy human connections. It's this paradox. The emotional fulfillment, it feels incredibly real to the user.
Right.
Yet the AI itself, it's not conscious. It isn't real in that sense.
Okay, so shifting gears quite a bit here. From these really intimate relationships to, well, Hollywood, or maybe Chinawood blockbusters. China's making serious waves, announcing plans to use AI to revitalize 100 classic martial arts films.
100, wow.
Yeah, it's this huge initiative, the Kung Fu Movie Heritage Project. They're targeting iconic films, Bruce Lee's Fist of Fury, Jackie Chan's Drunken Master, Jet Li.
The legends.
Exactly. The goal is upgrading the visuals, the audio, but trying to keep the original storylines intact.
And it's not just restoration, is it? They're pushing into new productions, too. There's this standout project, an AI-driven remake of John Woo's A Better Tomorrow. It's reimagined as A Better Tomorrow. Cyber Frontier.
Cyber Frontier, okay.
Yeah, and they're calling it the world's first full-process AI-produced animated feature film. It's got serious backing, government support, the works.
But that must raise questions about authenticity, right?
Right. Absolutely. Many purists are worried, can these AI-enhanced versions really capture the original spirit, the emotion? Especially with such physical, iconic performances. It's such a contrast to Hollywood, where, protecting creators from AI was a huge point in the recent strikes.
That's a really good point. Okay, speaking of entertainment and maybe things feeling real, let's talk toys. Specifically, what we learned the last time AI got put into a Barbie doll. Because Mattel and OpenAI just announced a new partnership for, quote, smart play experiences.
Oh, yes. Hello, Barbie, from 2015, wasn't it?
That's the one, the internet-connected doll. It had early AI, but it ran into all sorts of privacy and cybersecurity concerns.
Right. Eventually discontinued. It even got that little satirical nod in the Barbie movie.
It did. So what's different now?
Well, the AI is undoubtedly more advanced now, but the core concerns about imaginative play, they still linger. We saw similar things with, like, Grimes's Grok toy rocket.
Yeah.
Parents found the novelty wore off pretty quickly if the AI wasn't coherent, if it didn't quite make sense. And researchers, like Naomi Aguiar, they emphasize that AI in toys should probably solve a specific problem for kids, not just be sort of universally embedded into everything, like a Barbie doll.
So it raises the question, does this enhance imaginative play or maybe diminish it?
Exactly. You look at alternatives, things like the Tony Box or Yodo Player. They're screen-free. They let kids control the narrative, create their own stories. It suggests kids often really cherish that freedom, building their own inner worlds, not necessarily interacting with a pre-programmed personality.
Okay, fascinating stuff. For our final deep dive today, let's look at creativity itself. There's a study challenging the idea that ChatGPT is like the ultimate brainstorming partner. This is new research in Nature Human Behavior from some Wharton professors.
Ah, yes, I saw this. It's quite insightful. What they found, essentially, is that while generative AI like ChatGPT can spit out a huge number of ideas really fast.
Right, the quantity is there.
Exactly. Quantity, yes. But the diversity of those ideas,
Mhm.
significantly narrower compared to what humans come up with.
How did they test that?
Well, in one experiment, people brainstormed toy ideas
Okay.
using just a brick and a fan. The ChatGPT suggestions,
Hmm.
94% of them overlapped significantly. Get this. 9 separate users prompted ChatGPT and got the exact same toy name, Build a Breeze Castle.
Wow, not much variation there.
Not really. And zooming out, the study also found that human participants who blended their own thinking with just basic web research, they showed the highest originality. It suggests that AI, used on its own, it lacks that variability, that spark that comes from diverse human experiences and knowledge.
So what's the takeaway then? Don't use AI for brainstorming.
Not quite. The key takeaway seems to be that AI is best as an aid,
Okay.
a tool, not a total replacement for human creativity. Things like using chain of thought prompting, where you kind of guide the AI's reasoning step by step,
Mhm.
or combining AI output with human input with
Yeah.
other sources. That tends to yield much richer, more diverse results. So it
Yeah.
really highlights that AI, at least for now, it augments human ingenuity, but it doesn't replace it.
Right. So wrapping this all up, what does this mean for you listening? I mean, from proposing marriage to an AI to reviving classic movies to our kids' toys, even how we come up with new ideas, AI is clearly pushing boundaries everywhere, isn't it?
It absolutely is. This deep dive, short as it is, really shows us AI isn't just some background tool anymore. It's a rapidly evolving presence.
Mm.
And it's challenging us constantly to rethink really fundamental things, human connection, originality, what creative even means.
It certainly is. We've seen today just how profound and multifaceted AI's impact is becoming. So as you go about your day, here's something to think about. In what unexpected corners of your life do you think AI is poised to make its next big move? Maybe its next surprising move?
That's a really interesting question to ponder.